Embroidery, where ruler work meets embroidery. Our lookbook is an inspiration guide showing you all of the embroidery designs that we have created that are inspired by Westerly Design quilting templates. That's right, all of these designs can be created with rulers as well. If you are a ruler quilter at heart, then you'll be inspired by all the possibilities that you can create with the template sets highlighted in each lookbook. If you're new to ruler work, but you still kind of love embroidery, then you're going to get excited about all the possibilities of combining Westerly Design quilting rulers with your favorite embroidery designs. You will find how easy it is to finish your embroidery blocks with rulers. If you're a die-hard embroiderer, then we're excited to introduce to you a collection that is designed to finish your quilting projects and much more. But wait, that's not all. If you're a machine long armor, then you'll find that these designs are programmed for your machines. Each lookbook contains collections inspired by a single template set. We're getting started with our starter sampler set, which is our most popular template set we have. And it's inspired by the amazing Quilt As You Go class series that Leonie West created to teach people how to ruler quilt. Each collection is sorted by block designs, border designs, and fill designs. The designs in this collection include fill designs that are inspired by our template technique in ruler work, which is reverse applique with templates. The single stitch designs have minimal thread breaks, which are ideal for finishing your projects. We also include a bean stitch design, which goes over the design multiple times to ensure a secure design so you can do your reverse applique cutaway after you embroider. Designs are noted with the true size with a goal of understanding that all these designs are inspired by Westerly Design rulers, highlighting the collections that can be replicated with rulers with no size adjustment. All of our designs were created to fit in a maximum of an 8-inch hoop. Consider the smaller corner motifs to finish around your embroidery designs, or the fill designs to embellish your clothes, bags, and more. And all of these block designs are ideal to quickly finish a project with our popular designs for quilting. We're excited to have you experience embroidery, where ruler work meets embroidery. Oh, I just realized I was talking and nobody could hear me. Sorry, everyone. Stacy was so steady, and we are super excited to be here today with Quilts for a Valor. And we're going to be kicking off both our Quilting for a Cause, which is a year-long opportunity to be able to reward all of you amazing quilters out there that are doing awesome work and sharing for your amazing talents for a cause. And so today we actually have Bobby from our local chapter of Quilts for a Valor. She is going to be sharing with you a little bit about the Quilts for a Valor and how you can help in contributing your works into that program and what that brings. And she'll even do a little trunk show, right, Bobby?
Oh, very small.
I love it. And then we're going to be kicking off our amazing new National Quilting Month giveaway. Our National Quilting Month giveaway is starting right now. It's starting today, and it's going through March 20th, where we're going to be doing a full day event of sharing. We're going to be talking about our next Quilting for a Cause. Every month, we're going to be showcasing a new quilt for a cause. And then we're going to be doing our certification graduations for everyone that's out there that's creating awesome projects from our university and our educators. We want to celebrate what you're doing and we want to give you credit for it. So we'll be doing a graduation for all of you. We'll talk a little bit more about that today. And then we're going to be telling you what you're going to win. Like what is going to be the opportunity for National Quilting Day giveaway. And of course, we're going to be sharing with you all of those amazing tools that we're going to be releasing on that day as well. So we are super excited to have Bobby here. So I'm going to let Bobby tell us a little bit about Quilts for a Valor, and then I will tell you a little bit about what we're going to do to celebrate everyone that is doing projects for charity like that. So Bobby, tell us a little bit about Quilts for Valor, please.
All right. Well, the Quilts Valor Foundation started back in 2003 by a mom whose son was serving in Iraq. And so she started with one quilt, and the word got out. And I lived in Pennsylvania at the time. And I thought, well, this sounds like something I could do. My son is a combat veteran. And of course, back in my family, there are veterans. So I started very small back then, just helping out a local quilt group in New Jersey. And then we moved here, and I got involved with some quilters here. And pretty soon, back in 2009, we started the local chapter, which is called the Peaceful Posse Quilts of Valor Group. And peaceful, Pieceful, because of the fact we cut up fabric into small
I
pieces
love it.
and
Hmm.
create these amazing quilts. And we have about, I don't know, 40 people in our local group. We meet to sew a couple of times a month at the VFW here in Eugene, Oregon. Um, and one of the ways that you can support Quilts of Valor, your local chapter, is if you go to the website, which is really easy to remember. The website is the first letters of Quilts of Valor Foundation.org. So QOVF.org. And look on the map and find a group close to you. And if there's no one that close to you, you can still reach out to them and sew from a distance, making block kits or making a quilt. Yesterday, I got a phone call in the morning from a local woman, and she had 4 quilts that she made, and she thought she has to find a home for them. So I told her, well, she called the right person. And yesterday evening, I went over and picked up 4 beautiful quilts from her, which will be awarded at our, hopefully, at our local guild's quilt show the beginning of May.
Oh,
So
I
there's
love
many
that. So
facets.
tell me a little bit about that awarding process. How do you guys go through and kind of decide who you're going to recognize and what does that look like?
Well, of course, in today's technology, everything happens on the web, but yes, there you go. And there's a drop down menu on our homepage where you can nominate a person anywhere in the country for a Quilt of Valor. And it doesn't matter, I can nominate someone in Maine, Florida, Kentucky, and that request will go through to someone like me, a district coordinator or state coordinator. And then that, yes, right, you're on the right page. And then that person who's requesting a quilt for a veteran, or the veteran or service member requesting a quilt for themselves, will be contacted via email and or telephone, and the process of awarding a quilt of valor will begin. And sometimes it can take up to a year, depending on the wait list that's for that local area. If there's a health concern, we can do it immediately. We keep a few quilts in abeyance so that if it is a serious life and death situation, we feel that no veteran or service member should not receive their quilt of valor. Those are very difficult awards to make at end of
Oh,
life,
yeah.
but we're
Absolutely.
honored to do it. Yes,
Mhm.
and I never forget those people. There's not that many, but on the
Yeah.
form there's a section where we can do the health, but we find out a little bit about their background and quilt. Uh, Make sure that if it says U.S. Navy on it, we don't want to award it to someone who was in the Air Force. So that's
Okay.
why
Yeah.
people are
Yep, that's
encouraged to.
important. You gotta you gotta match the
Yeah,
quilt to the person. Yeah.
yeah. And the quilts
Uh,
always seem to find their right person. There are standards for the quilt, which are also at the website, which is what this woman, her name is Barbara. Barbara
mhm.
did this. She went to the online and found out from our website what were the requirements, size requirements, fabric, etc., for making a quilt of valor.
I
And
see the quilt patterns right here. That's really cool.
yeah,
Okay.
she did. She used four of those quilt patterns, and she used YouTube as her teacher. And so when I went to pick up the quilt, she was very apologetic. I know they're not very good. You know, they were beautiful. They were absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, I told her she will be involved in awarding the quilt because when we award the quilt, it's just not a handoff. We just don't hand it
Yeah.
off. We wrap the veteran in the quilt.
I
It
love that.
is really emotional.
Mhm.
So, and we encourage them to use them. I always say to them, this is not a blanket. A blanket warms the body, a quilt warms the soul.
Yeah.
And yeah, so on the web page there, yeah, this was one of the quilts that she made. Very,
Oh,
very nice.
really?
And
See, this was
yeah,
really
it is.
eye-catching to me right away.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and just as an aside, I would have had these quilts up here, but I'm washing them one at a time.
Okay.
So it's not available right now. So the quilts must be washed in
Okay.
order to we use color catchers so the dyes don't mitigate to
Mhm.
one another fabric, and it usually works. If there's a lot of color, then you should use three or four color catchers. And so the reason they must be washed is there's no either or on that, is because making this fabric from scratch from the cotton fields, and it has to be 100% cotton. Um, there's a lot of dyes, poisonous dyes, that are used in creating all that fabric and the color you can imagine. So we try to make them as friendly as possible by washing out as much as that dye and chemicals as we can. So on the website
Absolutely.
that you're at, you can see the number up in the upper right hand corner. So it always amazes me when I look at that number because
Oh,
we
I
started at
see it.
one. Yes, so 375
Wow.
and 337 quilts. And I'm so proud to be a part of that. And
Yeah.
everyone I I'm in touch with and encouraging them, come and sew with us, come and press. You don't have to. We'll teach you how to quilt. We'll
Sure.
teach you how to piece. And yeah, so it's my mission. I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I've got quite a stash. So I've said the powers that be that I want to live till I'm 117 because I think my fabric will last that long.
That's amazing. So I see it right here. It says 1943. So was that the year that Quilts of Valor was founded?
Oh no, that number was the number of quilts that were awarded
Oh,
last month.
Last month. Thank
Yes,
you. Sorry.
and then
When was it
yeah, year to
founded? Do you
date.
know?
Yes, 2003.
Oh, so it's
2003.
only been.
Yes,
Wow. That's a lot of quilts in 20 years, guys.
it is.
375,000 quilts in 20 years.
Yes, so we're aiming for we're all our milestones we've done. The first milestone that we were excited about was 50,000. The next one, which was really huge, was 100,000. Can we do it? So
Yeah,
we are, as volunteers, we are connected throughout the whole country with every other group and every other volunteer if we need to reach out to someone. We have over 10,000 registered volunteers who do what I do
I love it.
and the group. So if I have something special that is a quilt request being made in Kentucky, say, and this happens to be someone I know is very close to me, then I'll reach out to the group nearby there if I need or want something, excuse me, special to happen. And we network and we have monthly meetings on Zoom or, Google Meet or whatever we're using now. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But yes, so although we are great in numbers, we are connected.
That's amazing. So I do see that you have some quilts behind you. Did you have
Yeah.
anything you wanted to show live today? Oh, those
Well,
are beautiful.
this quilt on my right here was done by. It was a block of the month for a quilt shop somewhere in the country, and I'm sorry I don't remember which one. It was done
Okay.
by Nelda, a member of my group, and it's all done. It's all long armed. I have a couple of members in my group who do long arming, and
Okay.
so this is very very vibrant red, white, and blue. The everything stands out very well.
I
You
love
can
it.
see some of the on there.
Oh, it's beautiful. And I love the fabric choices too. They
Yeah, so
really.
this was block at the month. It took her a year to do it, and then we got
Hmm.
it long arm. And then this one quilt was made by another person in my group. Her name is Ginger. I don't use last names because some people don't care for that.
Yeah.
So this was done with a panel. I'm gonna stand behind it
Oh,
and
I
hold it
see
up so you
that.
can
Okay.
and it's very Civil War colors. Ginger likes to work in the Civil War colors. And this
Okay.
was long armed by a person in Salem, Oregon. Yeah, I know you know where Salem is.
Yep, I do.
So, so Quilts of Valor has a group within their group, and I belong to this group too, is the long arm group. So,
Okay.
if someone makes a quilt and they don't or can't or don't know how, whatever reason, long arm it, as long as you're a member of Quilt of Valor, which, by the way, if you're with a group, is only $10 a year,
Yeah.
you can have your quilts long armed by someone in the country. And our group is called the Long Army,
Oh, I
Longarmy.
love that. Okay.
So I actually have a quilt over there that I got from Washington State the other day, and I'll be long arming that as soon as my machine is back up and running, and then I'll mail it back to that person, and then it
That's
will be awarded.
awesome.
And there's no fee for that other than
Yeah,
you need
I
to
was
be a
gonna
member.
say that's kind of your form of donation then.
Yeah,
I know from my experience in talking with quilters that the UFO situation can get pretty big. If you really
yeah.
enjoy piecing and you don't love the quilting portion, the finishing. So that is actually awesome that you guys offer that as an option to help people finish those quilts up and get them out to the veterans. That's amazing. So
Yes, it wouldn't work just a quilt top with all those seams on the back.
Mhm.
If it
Yeah.
weren't all sandwiched together. So people in the Long Army who volunteer to do this, they provide the batting, so a person doesn't have to ship the batting, but we like them to provide the backing
The back.
because fabric
Mhm.
is crazy expensive anymore.
Yeah.
So
No, that's still a huge, huge option for, people that want to be able to get it done. Um, we actually one of the things that we're giving away is in our National Quilting Month giveaway is our Starry Nights collection. And I look at these quilts and I
beautiful,
think, oh my gosh, our Starry Nights collection would be perfect for finishing
absolutely.
a lot of these. So, Bobby, I think I might have to donate one of our Starry Nights collections to you for your long arm because I think
Oh
that
my
those could
God.
be amazing for finishing all of those Quilts of Valor quilts.
When you held that up, I was thinking, "Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
I'm
that
impressed with my eye
it's like gonna be
glittering."
perfect together, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
absolutely love you sharing today with us some amazing
thank
ways that
you.
we can all, take our talents and be able to give back. And that was really cool to see that you guys have so many patterns on your website for people to jump in and create.
Yes.
And I assume that they can make their own patterns too,
Oh,
as
yes.
yeah.
Like the quilt is usually 60 by 80, and so there is no end to designs. You know that it's infinity. What the So there's a Facebook page. It's called Quilts of Valor, Western Oregon, and that's a page that I will put quilts on for people to see.
Okay.
What we've presented or what we're doing in our sew day. So for people who are watching this possibly locally here, we sew the second Friday and the fourth Monday. And every group might run a little differently, but I encourage
Sure.
all quilters to come out and quilt. And if you're working on your grandson or great grandson's baby quilt, well, come and sew with us.
Oh, that's
Eventually you'll
awesome.
do something for Quilts of Valor. And we
Yeah.
provide a beautiful site for them to come and sew. And pretty
Yeah.
soon, they're with blocks or pillowcases or whatever. Yeah, and there's a map that gives you the idea of where we're located and, having a
There's got to
higher
be
population
something nearby.
density.
Yeah.
Yes, if
This is
not, reach out to
amazing.
me. Yes.
Yeah.
And for people who really feel warm about this and you would like to support us in another way, please just go to the site and donate something, some money to your local chapter. You can do that online, and it will stay in your area. So that's one thing about donations. Anyone who donates and wants it to go to the Peaceful Posse group, that will be used for the quilts that we donate, or that we award here in Lane County and southwestern Oregon.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we're able to do that. The bookkeepers are able to funnel that money to the groups. So
Okay.
I
Excellent. Yeah,
assure
that's
everyone
another
that
awesome
that goes.
way. Yeah. Well, it looks
Yeah.
like there are so many group options available. It appears that there's 596 groups nationwide, and I do see a couple up in Canada as well. So that is just
Yes.
amazing, Bobby. I love that this has been such a successful way to, quilt for a cause. One of the ways that so just so you know, I just went to the page that we have linked on our website there, and I'm going to give you guys an option to go ahead and visit our page for Quilting for a Cause, where you can learn a little bit more about it, and then you can visit this website. But one of the really cool things that you can do if you are looking to get involved is obviously you can just go to Who's in My Area, and then you're able to
Hmm.
go ahead and find your local chapter and get
Yeah.
involved right there. And I'm sure many of you already know about some of this, but I love to be able to bring it together with all of us, at one time and have Bobby share with us today. Some maybe we all learned a little something new about the program. So thank you again for joining us, Bobby. And one of the things that we're
Thank you
doing
for
in our
inviting me.
yeah, no, this was great. I loved being able to um, learn a little bit more about the program, and I'm just wowed by how many quilts have been donated. That's just amazing and given. So thank you for all you're doing out there. One of the things that we're going to be doing is everyone that shares with us their quilting for a cause. All you need to do is put a comment right here about what your cause is and what you're quilting for. If that's part of the Quilts of Valor, then go ahead and list it. And if you have the opportunity, share a picture with us on our Westerly by Me. We'd love to see that. But we will donate $10 off of 25 for anything on our So Steady website, or you can use that to redeem at any retailer, really worldwide. You'll get a coupon code
Wonderful.
that's exclusive to you that you can go ahead and use to help you finish those projects. But it sounds like Bobby's got a way for you to get in on some long armors too. So that's
Right.
amazing.
Well, and you do such great work. I know I met you years ago, and then
Yeah.
I reached out, and next thing I know, 2 days ago, you're saying, "Can you be on?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can
Yeah,
be on."
well, I know Bobby, yeah. Well, it has been a long time since we last talked, but, I think the last few years have been a little quiet for, just everything because of,
Yeah.
the world changing a bit, but excited to be able to get back out there, and I know we're gonna see you at our local quilt show this year too, it sounds like, so that'll be great.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so it
Thank you
yeah,
for what
so
you do.
thank you, Bobby. And so, if you have an opportunity, we'd love for you to share your quilting for a cause on our website here. And then you'll automatically get a coupon to redeem for $10 off of any $25 purchase. So, every quilt for a cause that you're creating, go ahead and put it on there, guys. And we're going to start awarding and helping you quilt for a cause. That's our goal.
Well,
So
thank you.
again, yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Bobby. And what I was going to do now, if you'd like to continue on with us, I'm going to share with them a little bit more about our National Quilting Month giveaway and what that's all about and what you are going to have the opportunity to win in this amazing giveaway. And then what we're going to be doing on our National Quilting Month celebration event, which is going to be on March 20th. So it's the day after spring. This year, guys, the spring is on March 19th, which just so happens to be my birthday. Um, and
Happy
I was going to
birthday.
go, yeah. I thought, oh my gosh, the first day of spring, wouldn't it be great if I hosted an all day event on that day? And I was going to, and then I decided better of it because I'm going to be traveling. My daughter's birthday is the day before. So I'm going to be traveling with her from a volleyball tournament. It was just like too much. Let's give myself a day to rest and get ready for the event on the 20th. So, but we're
Yes.
excited about National Quilting Month. And we're excited because we're going to be introducing some new tools to everyone that day. We've got some great options, but mostly we're really excited because we're going to be giving a lot of stuff away. And so our big National Quilting Month giveaway is actually an idea that spawned from one of our amazing resellers. And they said, what would be really cool is if you gave away a class for 10. So what we're doing is we are giving away, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and let you see it on the screen here, and then I'll show you live as well. We're going to be giving away as our grand prize, it's a $3,500 grand prize because you have the opportunity to win a class for 10 of your friends. And so you get to pick where that class takes place. So if you pick one of your favorite online resellers, then that class can take place online. If you pick one of your local quilt shops, then that class can take place in the quilt shop. You get to pick where that class takes place. All you have to do is you get to go through and tell us And as you're choosing or entering into the National Quilting Month giveaway, I'm going to show you right here. You're going to enter your name, your email address, and the favorite quilt shop name, city, and state. And that's how we're going to determine um, where the actual giveaway for the winner, where it's going to be at. So you tell us who you want to win that class for. So what is that class? That's the big question, right? So that class is actually going to be a class with our Starry Nights embroidery collection, some of our Starry Nights rulers. So it's going to include about $3,500 in tools. Each person is going to get $700 in embroidery collection and rulers in value. And then 2 classes. One of those classes is our Fun Good Nights Pillow class, which we released this last year. It's our glow in the dark pillow. I know a bunch of you have already done this, but this is going to be a great one if you haven't done it yet. And then our Princess Sophie class, which is one that hasn't been introduced yet, a really, really fun class. So 2 classes, you're going to get the embroidery collection and all the tools, along with the opportunity to share it with 9 of your friends at your
You know,
local
that's
shop.
absolutely amazing. That is so I'm sitting here as a customer, and that is amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're really excited. So that's our grand prize. So you get to win. So if you already have some of this, maybe some of you have already gotten this Story Nights collection, then awesome. Then you can win it for 10 of your friends. You get to invite all of your people in to enjoy this as much as you do. So just know it's worth investing. It's worth typing your name in, entering to win, because you could be winning this and being, a favorite for all of your quilting community, to come join you and enjoy these amazing tools. And so this is again going to be the Starry Nights collection. So let's go through that a little bit here. We've got that Starry Nights lookbook right here in my hot little hands. And so this is this gorgeous quilt that was created by Jenny Totterdale. You all voted this quilt as being our #1 project for 2023. And this is made with the Starry Nights embroidery collection. So all of these designs were created from the Starry Nights embroidery collection. These are all 8-inch blocks that were repeated twice. And then Jenny used the bean stitch designs that are in the collection and did the reverse applique. So gorgeous project with embroidery designs. And that's why one of the things you can do with this amazing collection. There's 650 designs in this collection, including a font collection, and you're going to be using it to make the Goodnight Pillow
Wow.
project and this Princess Sophie project. So you're going to get to make both of those projects with that class. But yeah, the designs in this collection, as we start getting into the projects in our embroidery groups that we're doing with these, I'm just so excited because the designs in this collection are just so amazing, and they're so great for being able to do border work or corner work. And honestly, as I was looking at all of those Quilts of Valor designs, Bobby, I just thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be perfect for the Quilts of Valor community too. So
It
I think
is.
that
It
that's
is.
going to
It
be a
definitely
really,
will.
really great.
I'm sitting
So
here drooling over all of this. This is really amazing.
so that's our grand prize. But that is, I mean, normally we do all kinds of amazing giveaways, but our big giveaways are usually our Sew Steady tables, because who doesn't love one of our amazing Sew Steady tables? So this
I've
year,
had your tables for years. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
this, yeah, so this year our second place prize is our Wish Sew Study table, a travel bag, and a suspension system. So if you have a new machine, if you want to give a gift to somebody that doesn't have one of these amazing tables yet, or if you don't have one of these amazing Wish tables yet, then I highly encourage you to go ahead and enter to win, because that's our second place prize. So who wouldn't want to win that? That's a $700 value right there, with all of the amazingness that you get with that package. And then finally,
we're going to have 8 more winners that day because we're going to have winners for one of our many new tools that we're going to be introducing. We're introducing 3 or 4 new marking tools, 5 new templates, a template set. So there's all kinds of cool new stuff that's coming out on March 20th. So what do people need to do to get ready for this? You need to enter to win, guys. You need to enter in. You need to tell us what your favorite quilt shop is so you can hopefully enter in to win that amazing prize opportunity, or one of those amazing, 10 people that are going to be winning that day. The grand prize again is the class for 10 at your favorite quilt shop, where each of you get awarded $700 in tools. That's four Starry Nights templates and the embroidery collection, along with the opportunity to take part in those 2 classes. So, a really, really great opportunity for you to have a fun event for you and your favorite 9 friends. Or
Yay.
10 if you already have some of those. So again, that is our National Quilting Month giveaway. We're going to be hosting this on March 20th. And I know it says national, but we are a worldwide company. So this giveaway applies to everyone. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in England, if you're in Australia, you all get to chance to win. We definitely don't exclude any of our amazing quilters out there. Bobby, do you know, has Quilt of Valor stretched beyond borders? I mean, obviously it was in Canada. I wasn't sure if it's in Australia and some of the other countries as well.
Well, you just tuned into my mind. Um, so Canada is Quotes of Valor. We have stretched up there. They have taken the design that Catherine Robert, the framework that Catherine Roberts started, and they are slowly, you know, traveling. The word is getting out across the country that they are honoring their service people and veterans. uh, I know there's one up in Edmonton, in Alberta, in Calgary,
Excellent.
and Toronto. And the reason I know these things so much is because I'm Canadian, my Canadian background. And then they're also
Okay.
in Australia as well. And
Excellent.
yeah, and a friend who helped me start our local group, she moved back to London, England, and
Okay.
you probably met her years ago, Sue Pitt, and so I keep encouraging her to say, just start a little group out there outside of London, and but
That
like
is a
you
great
said,
idea.
yeah, the fabric of the world has changed, not just the United States, but with, the things that we're dealing with. And gradually, I see us coming back together and able
Mhm.
to, work together rather than distantly all the time. But I
Yes.
love that what you're offering up here is amazing. So I'm
Mhm.
obviously going to be sharing this all over, Facebook,
Please
wherever
do.
I
Please do.
that thing, and with National Quilt of Valor as well, because what you're offering up is amazing, and your
Ah,
products.
thank you.
I know you didn't bring me on to talk about your products, but I'm an owner of your products from a long time ago, and they last. They're amazing products. So I know anything you're
Well,
doing
I
is
really
definitely
appreciate you
great.
joining me today, Bobby. This has been great, and it's always fun when I get to share an opportunity for people to win and join us for an amazing event we've got planned for March 20th. So, on March 20th, again, getting back to that, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be highlighting our next Quilting for a Cause. And so, one of the things that we did want to mention to all of you is if you have a quilt for a cause that you're absolutely loving, that you have been participating in, please share it with us, because what we're trying to do every month from here on out is showcase a quilt for a cause. What else can we be doing out there? how else can we be, recognizing what amazing quilters are doing in our world to support all of those amazing people that have served or that are going through something. We would love to know, all about those opportunities to showcase. So Bobby is our first. So I love being able to bring on Quilts of Valor.
Yay.
And thank you for being an amazing first for us, Bobby. And
Thank
then
you.
again, yeah, every time you guys share with us what you're doing out there, you'll get an opportunity for those $10 off any $25 purchase to help you and support you in creating those amazing quilts for a cause. So, again, thank you for joining us. So, we're going to be showcasing that on the 20th. We're going to be showcasing our graduation. So, just as a reminder, how do you apply for being able to be part of our graduation ceremony on the 20th? So, and what is it? Our graduation ceremony is where we recognize all of those that have actually participated in our So Steady classes. So, every class you take, you get credits for taking. And so, every time you do that, you basically build up and accumulate credits. And many of you have been with us for the last 5 years of, through COVID and all of that as we've been going through and offering this program. So a lot of you have already gotten all 3 certification levels. So all that you can do at this point is become a teacher, guys, which we can certainly use more teachers. We love being able to get education out there and share it with everyone. So we're certainly not opposed to that. But if you have not gone through and become a certified home quilter, this is your chance. All you need to do is go over to our website, click on education and education certification, and then scroll down. And all of you that go ahead and enter the register my past and future courses, when you register, it'll allow us to go ahead and know that we need to go through the paces, find your credits, and then give you an email back. And we'll just ask for some images of those completed projects. And voila, you're going to be part of our graduation ceremony. You'll get the credits immediately to our website and our university. And so those credits actually go a long ways. This last week, we had one customer that applied for all of her credits. She hit all the levels at once, and she was able to get the full Fun and Fancy collection, which is basically like I don't know, a $300, close to $300 value for free using her coupons and everything. So definitely worth it if you're looking for a great way to be able to jump in and do another awesome project. Definitely take advantage of that and register your credits, guys. So we're going to be doing our graduation ceremony that day. We'll be doing another highlighting quilts for a cause that day. We'll be showcasing all of our new tools. You'll see some live classes happening. So it's going to be a full day of events. And then we'll be announcing our winners all day. And we're going to have 10 winners. We'll use that grand prize, which is the winning the class for 10 for your local shop. That's going to be the final giveaway. So you'll have to stay tuned to be able to be part of that. But we are really, really excited to just be part of the quilting community and continue to work with all of you in our community to create amazing tools and options to help you in finishing your gorgeous projects. And Bobby, I'm going to get you one of those Story Nights collections because I can't wait to see those on our Quilts of Valor project. So we'll go ahead and talk after, and we'll get you set up with a Starry Nights collection for your long arm automation. That's really exciting. So
Wow. I have a question
awesome.
for you
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
maybe somebody else might be asking the same question. In order to do these Starry Night collections and the other collections you have, and I'm sorry I'm not better versed in this, but this is what takes up my life. But I'm going to have to start branching out here a little bit. What kind of machine does the person have to have? Can it be just a straight sew, or it has to be embroidery machine, or what would
For
they need?
um, so it really it varies because Sew Steady offers so many different options for finishing your quilts now. Obviously, the ruler work, that's ideal for straight stitch sewing because ruler work is really just free motion. And so we say, set your machine to a zero stitch or a one stitch, and you're in charge. So if you're doing ruler work, and then that's, obviously you don't need an embroidery machine to do that. And we have over 2,000 rulers. So we're going to be able to help you finish your quilts with rulers all day. And now what we're doing is we're taking all of those amazing ruler designs and we're turning them into embroidery collections. And we're showing people how you can actually marry embroidery and ruler work. So what's really cool about this is that all of the designs that I showed earlier that Jenny created. Hi, Jenny, I see you out there with her embroidery machine. All of those were originally done with rulers, and so we're showing people how you can actually finish embroidery projects with rulers and have them, really marry nicely together. But kind of using them in together is really, another great way to be able to finish projects or create new projects and that sort of thing. So we've got an opportunity for that where we're taking each of our collections and turning them into embroidery collections right now. So the answer is, if you have an embroidery machine, we've got an awesome solution for you. If you have a straight stitch, Singer featherweight machine, we've got awesome ways for you to finish your quilts with rulers. Um, and of course, we always have our Sew Steady tables and our cabinet inserts and all that good stuff. So,
Well, that's so intriguing. That question was
yeah,
in my mind because I'm thinking of some of my people. They have the featherweights, and
yeah.
they might think, well, this is not for me. And I
Hmm.
know you had mentioned some things earlier, and I find this very intriguing because on the long arm, I love ruler work. I love doing ruler work. So to marry these two things that I love so much is really intriguing to me.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're very, very excited to be able to kind of introduce this and be able to say we've got something if you're an embroidery enthusiast only, we've got something if you're a ruler work person only, and if you kind of love both, then we will take care of you too.
Oh, good, good. I like
And
that.
then if you're a patchwork person only, then eventually you're going to have to finish those quilts, right? Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah.
that is true.
And
That's
that's what those
UFOs all over.
yeah, that's what those long armors are for. So awesome. Well, again, we are really, really excited to kick off the National Quilting Month giveaway, a Quilting for a Cause. And so, again, thank you so much for joining us today, Bobby. And
Thank
then we'll
you
look forward
very much.
to, yeah, and we'll look forward to highlighting another Quilting for a Cause this next month during our National Quilting Month Day on March 20th. But in the meantime, everyone, please share with us what is your quilting for a cause, or share with us what you're out there doing, and you'll get credit for it. So we'd love to see a picture on Wesley by Me. It's not necessary, but my guess is you probably took some pictures of that because obviously that's something um, that I would be proud of if I was donating a gorgeous quilt like that. And then someone did ask a good question earlier. What if you didn't take a picture of every project for your certification? We don't require a picture of everything. We just ask for a good, assortment of pictures to confirm that you have, completed several of the projects that you went through and completed on the university. So just from a certification standpoint, you don't have to have a picture of everything, but we'd like to have a good assortment to show people that you have done some work and done the work to get to that level. So thank you for that question. And let's see here. I think that I answered most of the questions today, but we are again really, really excited to have everyone join us and be able to be part of our Quilting for a Cause kickoff. And Bobby, of course, thank you for sharing, and we'll look
Well,
forward to.
thank you very much. And I'm just going to take, just like other grandparents do, and say hi to my grandkids. Hi, everybody. Love you. I know
I
my
love it.
one granddaughter, Lila, is going to be watching the show when she gets home from school. She's very excited. So
Oh.
Ella.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, we love being able to have you on and sharing with everyone. So we'll look forward to hopefully being able to have you join us again soon and you can show us what you've done with those embroidery designs that we're going to send you, okay?
Yes. Well, thank you very much.
That would be great. All right. Well, then we'll look forward to seeing everybody. We've got another great kickoff of lives this next week. We're actually going to be probably coming to you live a couple times while we're at the So Expo in Puyallup this weekend. We've got Donnell McAdams there with Deb Donovan. Hopefully the internet's good because we've got some planned opportunities for that. And then we'll look forward to having you join us this next week. We've got our ruler work for beginners, kicking off another opportunity. If you're just getting started with ruler work, the first Thursday of every month is when we want you to join us for that. So that's going to be happening this next week. And then, of course, we're going to be replaying this a whole lot. So because we want everybody to know about our quilting for a cause and we want everyone to know about our National Quilting Month giveaway. So be ready for everybody to see you lots, Bobby. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
We'll,
very
we'll,
much.
we'll give everybody a chance to be able to watch this at a different time if they're not available this morning. So, all right. Well, then, thank you all for joining us, and we'll look forward to having you join us again this next week for some amazing more education. So, have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.